Hello everybody, welcome back to another Jingles Roscoe speed painting. Today, in honor of Marvel VS Capcom Infinite coming out soon, I decided to draw the First Lady of Fighting Games, Chun-Li. So, I've drawn Chun-Li before, but not like this. I've only ever done like a sketch of her. Here it is, I did it at work. Every so often when I'm at work, I will just sketch in my little sketchbook, and I felt like drawing a bunch of the girls from Street Fighter V, and so I did a little Chun-Li in there, along with the rest of them, or all the ones that were there at the time. This is before the DLC of Colleen and Juri came out. I've done a lot of Cammy though. I've done like 3 different Cammies, and I've decided that as a way of me finding out how much I've been improving over the years, I've been trying to do a Cammy once per year. This is the latest one that I did over here, but I'd never really done much of a Chun-Li, and I always liked Chun-Li. I always thought she was really nifty, but I've never been very good at playing her. That was more of Smiter's thing. Smiter was actually quite a decent Chun-Li, especially when Street Fighter 4 came out. But I decided to stick with Cammy, which was fun. We had a lot of pretty great matches in Street Fighter 4. It's always very important when drawing a character that you have the right reference images. And I tried to get some Street Fighter 4 images for this Chun-Li. Plus, I had a couple of extra other references that I had that, I don't exactly know where they're from. I think they're supposed to be from Street Fighter 4, but her outfit design looked slightly different, even though it's more or less the same, just slight changes here and there. But it's always very important to get the right reference images when you want to draw a character. So I think I got the right one here. As you can see, I had a base already kind of set up before, at the very beginning, and that's whenever I do speed drawing, I always try to start with a little bit of a base before I actually start recording. That way, if the base itself isn't really turning out and I can't figure out why it's not working out, then I'll probably try something else as a speed drawing instead. I haven't done that yet. So far, all of the bases that I've done with all my speed drawings that I put out so far have been looking really nice, and so I've just continued on with that, with the base that I set up before, and actually finishing up the character. And this one was really turning out really good, and so I was excited to really draw Chun-Li, as well as I possibly can. I always thought Chun-Li was quite pretty, especially in Street Fighter V. I think I don't know what they did with her face in that, but she really ended up looking really good. In a lot of the story cutscenes, she seemed a lot cuter than previously. But if I'm honest, I've always been more of a Cammy guy, and I'm still more of a Cammy guy. That's why I'm going to continue drawing Cammy more, but Cammy is not going to be in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, so it's Chun-Li's time to shine, I guess, as it were. But yeah, I noticed that when I was drawing this, I kept forgetting to include a few things here and there, especially like in the coloring stages. I would see that I forgot something, and so I had to go back and try again. But all in all, I thought this. I was surprised, honestly, how well I think the line and inking portions of this picture turned out. I really took my time with it and really tried to put the right level of detail into it. I also tried to make Cammy. See? I told you. I knew this was going to happen. I tried to make Chun-Li look very fit, like, you know, she's been fighting her whole life, which, if the games are something to go by, she's been fighting for a very long time, and is a master of her kung fu. And so I figured she would have a very fit, athletic body, and so I try to give her that, especially in the first rough that I did. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure that Plague of Gripes has been influencing me in a bad way. Since a lot of the females that I've been drawing lately are more muscly than most people, I think, would prefer in a woman. But hey, I'm the one drawing it, so I guess I can make her however I want. Although, when making pictures and stuff, I've always been a big proponent of trying to make the character actually look and be in a similar style to that there actually are in, like, either the game or the show or cartoon or whatever. And so I tried my best with Chun-Li here. I started off giving her some lighter colors in her dress, but I didn't like the way they were looking. As I mentioned in my Wendy speed drawing, whenever I draw fan art or a character that belongs to something else, I will often just sample the colors with the eyedropper tool and then just move them right over. But lately I've been trying to just kind of readjust them, because it seems whenever I sample pictures, the colors that I get are kind of weird looking, like either too bright or too saturated or something. And that happened a lot with the colors I was getting from the references for Chun-Li that I had. So I readjusted here and there, and I gave Chun-Li's, the blue in her dress, a little bit of a darker hue, which I think ended up making it look a little bit nicer. I also decided to go with magenta shading this time, because, I don't know, I was just going through the colors and I'm like, what color shadings should I give her this time? And magenta seemed to be the right choice here. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. I'll see how it looks. And I think it ended up looking actually really nice. As I mentioned before in my previous speed drawings, I've always just kind of shaded with just black and then lowered the opacity. But lately I've been wanting to do colored shading, which I think if you do it right, it turns out pretty good. And this one I thought turned out pretty good. Here I am coloring the line work again. I was running out of time, and I'd already been forgetting all kinds of stuff, like including shading in certain areas and stuff, and colors in places, and I've had to go back, and I was running out of time here and there, and so I was like, oh, I better just try and get in these colored lines as quickly as possible. And as the best friends have said, nothing makes you lose time more than trying to save time. And there was just here and there. Oh, I realized that her face was wrong here and wrong reference images, so I had to rush and get the face, just get her face in there. I've been using the wrong references. I've been using Street Fighter 4. I should have been using Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Just get it in there. Yes. This is correct. This is the true path, right here. Get the color in. Just kind of color it in. Just don't waste time. I've been wasting so much time already. Hurry up, get the colored line works, and just get it in there. In there, just flip it. Make sure it's right. Readjust it. Perfect. There she is. There's Chun-Li as she looks in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. There she is. Isn't she beautiful? Oh, man. So if you couldn't tell, I am not happy with the way Chun-Li's face looks in Street Fighter. In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. They said they're going to try and fix it, but boy, they're not fixing it fast enough. It looks awful. Capcom, please just fix this. Make her beautiful again, please. I'm so sorry, everybody. Leave a comment if you like. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you feel like it. I'm sorry, I'll try to have a better picture for you next week. Have a good one.